And we are live. Good morning, everybody. Now I'm waiting for this thing. There we go. Right. There we go. Let me switch that off. All right. There you go. All right. How are you, Patrick?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Doing great, brother. Doing great. But boy, had a little bit of drop in the price today, huh?
Yeah, well, great time to buy.
That's exactly how I. That's exactly how I saw it. Is is everyone's focused on the ETF, which is good. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's exciting. But I don't think people realize that even without the ETF, we're going up. If you look at Bitcoin eh, from the January right before the halving to about 9 months after the halving, that's our bull run, right? And that's with regular volume. That's with natural growth volume. Nothing as large as an ETF, right? That's why people are having these crazy predictions, like
Oh, yeah.
$100,000 in less than 30 days. I'm telling you, Patrick, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Well, okay. I, I, I believe that I did have it correct with the January 1st date, and you and I were going back and forth.
Do you have it written down?
I do. I,
Oh, well, no. All right. What did you have at January 1st?
I had 40 to 45,000,
All right. And where was I?
62 to 70.
Ooh, you were right. You did nail it.
So that's what we have. And the pre-have, I'm saying 50 to 55. You're saying 71. Post-have, 35 to 40. You're saying 90. August 1st, I got 62. You're saying 160. December 31st of this year, I'm saying 80. You're saying 210.
Yep.
Okay.
I hold tight. So, judging off of the numbers you have there, that I I I would agree with those if we didn't have the ETF. I I I would be completely aligned with your numbers that you have right there if it wasn't for the ETF. The ETF, the first, just on the projections of less than 1% of the available capital at each of these, at less than 1%, what that's going to do is that's going to triple our natural historic volume that we've had in 1 month. Right? That's why the hash rate has skyrocketed, but the price hasn't, because the hash rate always front runs the price. Always. And what's going to happen is as that hash rate goes up, the price to produce a Bitcoin goes up. And that's a rubber band. Because eventually the miners are going to go, oh, I got to charge more. And with Russia and all these other, from what I've heard, we're adding hash power every 2 weeks. We're reaching a new high. That means people are switching on miners. As that rubber band gets more and more tight, that price, when it pops, it's going to be quick. And that's why I think that we're going to have a candle, a God candle. After these ETFs are approved, you're going to see a God candle like no one's ever seen before. Because the people getting involved, the Arabs alone, I watched an interview with hang on, let me search my history real quick. I watched an interview with a prince over in the Middle East. Who the hell was it? And he basically said the royal families are all lining up to not only purchase Bitcoin, but to fund and purchase mining companies. His exact words: the Bitcoin mining is the new oil.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And we're talking, these boys are, we're talking $500 billion. Just two brothers over in Saudi Arabia. $500 billion. These are son of a bitches that buy Lambos because they just like the color and put it with the rest of the Lambos. We're not even, we need a new term in cryptos. We have whales. We need a new term for what's coming. You don't call sovereign royalty money a whale. That's not a whale. That's the freaking ocean. I mean, these are people that don't show up on the rich list because if they held their money like Americans hold their money, the oldest person in their family would make Elon Musk look like he was a pauper. these guys, they don't handle their wealth the same way. As soon as one of the men is 18 and they go through like their religious ceremony, they get their inheritance then. So as soon as they're religiously, at that level, they're handed a few $billion, and that's their wealth. And their only job is to grow it. That's it. Don't worry about the wife. Don't worry about the kids. Don't worry about nothing. Your job is to get out there and make that money, make more money.
Tough gig.
Yeah, struggle's real, man.
Yeah.
And that's right. Where's my pointer? Yeah. Right. I heard a Saudi prince has 160,000 BTC stolen from a lady that ran a scam, and she fled. I wouldn't doubt it. That if you remember a few years ago, there was a terrorist that they caught over in the Middle East. Dude had like 75,000 Bitcoin, over 20 wallets. You can't tell me that these people aren't buying the hell out of this. And when this pops, it's good. I feel sorry for everyone who tries to get in to the Bitcoin after it hits $100,000, because they're going to be begging for Satoshis. They're going to be down on Broadway. Now, I know that as I've sat here and talked, your brain's in there working. Where am I wrong?
Well, I think we all have made the assumption that the ETFs are going through by January 10th. Grayscale just came back and they amended their application to say that they weren't going to have, they didn't identify any authorized participants in that. It's possible that the SEC is going to deny all of these, saying that they need more time. That possibility exists. Does that mean that they're not going to go through with the ETFs ultimately? No. But I don't know that they're going to happen when they say they're going, when we all assume they're going to happen. There's a lot of cheerleading from the sidelines saying, this is it could happen at the end of, the end of the day, before January 10th. It could also not happen at all, at least not for the short term. And there's a number of reasons why it wouldn't happen. Gensler's getting pressure from the anti-crypto side of Congress saying, well, we need to come up with some legislation here to control this stuff. We still don't know what the impact is going to be of ETFs. Let's not rush to, getting these things in play. And they don't carry as much weight as they think they do. And they being the Elizabeth Warrens of the world. I don't think they have the juice that they thought they had. There's probably some other reasons in that Gensler's a vindictive, skinny little weasel who just wants to control this, and it's slipping through his fingers. So he's going to choke it back as far as he possibly can until the president says, Gary, you've done a great job. Thank you very much. It's time for you to move on. I think there's a possibility that we're going to be on a pause here for a while.
And I'm actually okay with that. And I do agree somewhat with actually Bix Weir. Of course they're going to manipulate it. Remember, let's take out the word manipulation. Right? Everyone tries to manipulate everything. Trump is trying to manipulate everything. I'm trying to manipulate everything I'm dealing with. Patrick is trying to manipulate everything he's dealing with. It's just another word for action, making choices, having priorities that may not be aligned with someone else's priorities. You know, J.P. Morgan has a J.P. Morgan agenda. Bitcoin Ben has a Bitcoin Ben agenda. Am I going to try and achieve my agenda? Yes. Well, according to other people, I may be trying to manipulate using my financial leverage to open a club in Nashville. Oh, the humanity. It's just the word manipulate. It sounds diabolical.
It is a pejorative. It is something that you use when you tell shade on somebody.
Certainly. Yeah, it's like when Patrick was younger, you know, hundreds of years ago, when he first met his wife, he manipulated her into marrying him.
Sucker.
He bought her drinks and flowers and took her out on dates. And he was a manipulative guy. And I bet that wasn't the first woman he ever tried to manipulate. See a little eyebrow. That's a reverse wink. But what we do is we hype ourselves up and we look at the enemy, and then we use these words that put us on this moral platform and put all of the manipulators down here. Those manipulators trying to save their system. Well, we're trying to grow our system, right? So they're just the other hockey team. Look at it like that. Hockey, at least, used to be a very violent sport, right? It still is in comparison to like the rest of them. And right, let's take rugby,
Better yet,
Australian rugby.
Australian rules football or
Yes,
rugby or
Australian
rugby.
rules football. Now that's some shit. So think of the world as you're always just playing against the other team, right? And the other team, they cheat. They have you ever watched like European soccer or European football? They thought they fall down more than they run, and it's dramatic. Oh, oh my God! Oh, I got killed.
Yeah,
Barely even got touched,
yeah, yeah.
but they flop around.
Oh yeah, a lot of Academy Awards.
Right? They're trying to manipulate the refs. They're trying to manipulate going outside of the rules of the game, basically. Using drama, using emotion, using all of their little human abilities. That's what we all do, right? That's what we all do. We all have an agenda. We have something we want to accomplish. And some people are willing to pretend or act or lie or cheat or steal to get what they want. Is it right? No. But the game doesn't end because they got caught cheating. Right? There's a flag. They're put in the penalty box of what the hell ever, you know, and then they're back out in the field. It's hell. My wife, to this day, I make fun of my wife for driving away with $21 worth of gas that she didn't pay for. She went in, she paid at the pump. They put in the wrong pump and she got more gas than she paid for. And she knew it when she drove away. So once in a while, I'll say, hey there, criminal. Don't, the statute of limitations is not up on that gas. I'll call the authorities. They'll handcuff you, little ass, haul you right in.
Is the state of Florida aware of this previous?
This happened up in Missouri, and
Right. I know that. That. But we have communication systems. They do send alerts.
Well,
be on the lookout for.
She'll show up on the highway with a redhead driving black, blah blah blah. And I tell her
barely over the steering wheel. Going 150 miles an hour.
Yeah. And I joke with her, honey, don't think that fucking Missouri won't extradite your ass. They'll ship you up there for that. And I think it was like $21, like more. But it's even my little wife, who's probably one of the most honest people, unless we're in an argument, that I know of.
Yeah.
Because if we're in an argument, she will definitely pull a European soccer player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity of it all.
You do know that women make the best archaeologists.
Oh, yeah, because they dig up shit. Remember when we first met and you didn't pull out my chair that one time? Yeah, you son of a bitch. I still remember. All right. Hang on one second. Word from the sponsor.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
And we're black. Did you catch that? Like I used to tell all the women, you know I'm an eighth black, right? From about right here to about right here. Okay, on we go. On that note, all right, Patrick and I are going to be doing a show at let's see.
11 Central, 12 Eastern.
Oh, can we actually do it a little bit earlier? Because
Yeah.
Can we do it at like 10:30 your time, 11:30 my time?
Did we send out the email? Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool. In about an hour, Patrick and I are going to be doing cyber stuff. That's our usually weekly video about what's going on in crypto, security, all kinds of good, all basically laptop security, crypto security,
Crypto stuff.
crypto stuff. It's whatever Patrick sees as like, this is what you should be looking at. So, Patrick, how can people join the website and watch us?
Well, you'd have to have a crypto laptop, first of all, or a Liberty laptop, because this was about security for both versions. You would go into the portal. There is a section in there called cyber stuff. You would click on that and be able to select the type of subscription that you want. Either it's the helpline or cyber stuff are the two options. Now the cyber stuff is $5 a month, and you get our videos live and archived. And then the helpline is at $20 a month, and you get access via a live chat on the website. It's an application that you can go to and use if you have any questions about cryptocurrency or the Liberty laptop, how you can use it on the Tor network, etc. You would submit those questions or observations through that. We try to get back to you either live or within 24 hours. You also get access to the videos, the weekly videos at Cyber Stuff. So it's a twofer. in that particular subscription. So, yeah. Yeah.
Right there. All right. So if you want either a crypto laptop or a Liberty laptop, Patrick, how can people get a hold of you?
They can send me an email, send it to info@calixsolutions.io. You can call me at 702-845-8276 with any questions that you have about it. Because I'd rather we have a discussion and you know exactly what you're getting into. You can also go to the website at CALIX Solutions. The website is www.calixsolutions.io. And there's a link at the top of the page for either crypto laptops or Liberty laptops. You can get more information about them and you can order there online.
Yay. All right, Patrick, I'll see you in about an hour, brother.
Sounds good. All right. Take care, everyone.